Yet another year of making picks for the NBA as the playoffs get started. We start in round 1. First up, the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics. A rematch of the 2020, 2022, and 2023 Eastern Conference Final. This time it happens in the first round, but it will this time be without Jimmy Butler, and the Celtics I believe will easily overpower Miami in his absence. Give me Boston in 5. Next up, the Philadelphia 76ers and the New York Knicks. Philadelphia with a huge comeback to beat the Heat to make the playoffs, and the Knicks with their best regular season in a long time. But, I am actually going with the 76ers to get the upset. Philly usually plays the Knicks very well. And if players like Batum, Embiid, and Maxey can come up big like the Miami game, they can sure win this series. Give me Philly in 6. Next up, the Indiana Pacers and the Milwaukee Bucks. Indiana is up and coming, yes, but even with Giannis out for the first game, maybe the first 2 games, I still am saying Bucks win. Sure, Doc Rivers is known to choke away big playoff games, but I still think Giannis and Damian Lillard will be enough to overpower both that and the Pacers. I'll say Bucks in 5. Next up, the Orlando Magic and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Well, for the first time in channel history, I am actually making a playoff video involving my favorite team, Paolo Banchero, and Franz Wagner will try to lead the charge against a tough Cavalier team that has most certainly improved, almost stealing away the Central Division from the Bucks, but fell off at the end of the season. Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland will be a tough ask to be contained, but I'll give us the benefit of the doubt and say we do in fact take the series. Magic in a winner-take-all Game 7. And now we turn it to the Western Conference, where we have the New Orleans Pelicans and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Well, I did not see this one coming. The Thunder surpass all expectations and claim the number 1 seed, and the Pelicans make the playoffs without Zion. But overall, Thunder win. Even with a healthy Zion, the Thunder are too much with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Chet Holmgren. Thunder in 5. Next up, the Los Angeles Lakers and the Denver Nuggets. A rematch of last year's Western Conference Final. And just like last year, Denver wins. These Nuggets look primed and ready to try to repeat as NBA champions. The Lakers just aren't what they used to be since winning it all in 2020. Give me Nuggets in 5. Next up, the Phoenix Suns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Tricky series to pick, to be honest, but my key thing here is experience. Phoenix has that, but Minnesota has the shooters it takes to beat a well-experienced foe. However, I am still saying Suns in a winner-take-all Game 7. Phoenix in 7. And lastly, the Dallas Mavericks and the Los Angeles Clippers. This was by far the toughest series to pick. Since trading for James Harden, the Clippers started off slow, but have since picked up their rhythm and look like a tough out. On the other hand, it is tough to pick against Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic, especially when they can easily take this team on another deep playoff run. After a long and hard thought, I am going with the hotter hand, and that hand belongs to not just James Harden, but Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard. In other words, give me Ella in a hard-fought 6 games. Well then, that wraps up our picks for the first round. We will be back here to predict round 2.